Update on Frederick Kumi, better known to many online as Abu Trica, a well-known Ghanaian influencer who was extradited from Ghana to the United States for his alleged role in swindling elderly Americans out of more than $8 million. Prosecutors in their indictment of Kumi call it a romance fraud scheme. Kumi is indicted on 2 counts. The first count being conspiracy to commit wire fraud. The second...
I go by the name Flamboyant Lifestyle. If not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. And don't forget to on your notification bell so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be the first person to watch. We all knew when Abu Trica was being extradited to US. The way it came out, it break news. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone was sharing the sentiment about Abu Trica. And it made us understood so many things about his fraud and everything that really happened. So without no twisting my time, let's pay attention and let's listen to when he was being extradited, the news that broke.
Frederick Kumi, the also known as Abu Trica, in court or having been on trial for an $8 million romance scam. We're learning that he has been extradited this morning. So in fact, we're expecting his lawyers to make the pray for the courts to, as it were, produce him and compel the Attorney General to produce him in court, because they indicated that they were learning that he had been rushed to the police hospital and they didn't like the way he was being treated. Now, officially, they were also supposed to move a motion to, as it were, halt that order that the High Court gave, paving way for Abu Trica to be extradited. Now, this morning, Oliver Bakatpama, the lead counsel for Abu Trica, indicated to the court that he had gotten reports, media reports, essentially, that Abu Trica had this morning, as at 9:16, been extradited to the US to face trial. He indicated that as at 9:16, that was the report that he was getting, but although he cannot independently confirm, he was seeking an order from the High Court for the executive or the Attorney General to provide information on this front, especially citing the fact that the case is still in court. Now, the prosecution were not represented. The Attorney General, the state attorney who was in court, indicated that he had not been given any instructions and he was not there as party to the case, and so he could not provide any details on that matter. So, as at the time I was descending to come and give this brief, the court was deciding on a date to give the orders so that the Attorney General may come to, as it were, provide information regarding this development about Abu Trica being extradited to the United States community.
I see. So let's go over that again. News you're just hearing from counsel for Abu Trica, who's been held for romance scams, is that he has been extradited from Ghana to the United States, according to his lawyers. However, the Attorney General's office is yet to comment on this matter, correct?
Indeed. So, from us, essentially indicating that the development he has cited, and I want to just read some bits of the, from the court. He indicated that Abu Trica, as they were, according to the reports, had been extradited on Delta Flight 157 as at 9:16. So Abu Trica's wife was also in court this morning and came in. From the look of things, she had bloodshot eyes, not inferring anything over there, but essentially that's what we're seeing right now. Omar says that the court should compel the prosecution or the executive to provide more information as to whether his client has indeed been extradited, because as far as he's concerned, he has not had access to him. The last he had been rushed to the police hospital, and so he was actually going to move a motion for habeas corpus to compel the prosecution to produce his clients in court. Absolutely. And then he gets this reports that his client has been extradited to the US.
And he wanted to, file that habeas corpus because, according to him, he was being denied access to Abu Trica. And then this morning we're hearing that he has been extradited. He's given us flight details and all, but prosecution was not in court to talk about this at all. Is that the case?
Precisely. But from what we have gathered, it's indeed confirmed that Abu Trica has been extradited. We have that on solid information right now.
I see. that changes the face of whatever it is that defense wanted to do, as far as this matter is concerned. Do we know what defense next move is?
Well, Oliver Bakavoma indicated that he may have to escalate the matter to the Supreme Court. In fact, some of the processes that he had filed at the High Court, he was indicated, and he cited essentially some other matters where the executive had interfered in court directives, and so that was the reason he was seeking orders from the High Court to get the prosecution to provide information, because he indicated that when a case is before the court, the executive must not interfere, as is being seen, or with this new development that we are observing right now, Kimini.
Well, very intriguing development there. Thank you so much, Lord, for bringing us that story. Lord Edwasari is our court correspondent who's just bringing us some fresh news about the extradition of Frederick Kumi, also known as Abu Trica, from Ghana to the United States. We understand it took place this morning. So far, it's only defense for Abu Trica here in Ghana who's spoken about this matter. Oliver Bakavoma alleges that he'd been denied access to his client while he was at the police hospital, reportedly because he was sick. This morning they went to court. He's made further accusations against the Attorney General of extraditing Abu Trica to the United States despite proceedings ongoing here in Ghana. Now, prosecution has not responded to any of these issues, but our court correspondent is telling us that it has been confirmed that indeed Frederick Kumi, aka Abu Trica, who's been in the arms of the law for romance scam involving U.S. citizens or targeting U.S. citizens, has now been extradited to the United States. Now, that's a story we'll continue to.
You finished listening to the video and it's very pathetic. And also, Abu Trica yesterday was being sent to court and he has been pleaded guilty. The information written to me that he's going to be assigned for another judgment on 10 September 2026, around September, and it's going to be something else. They are going to give him new attorney general that is going to represent him in Ohio. That means the attorney general in Ghana here is not going to represent him. They are going to give him a lawyer. And those attorney general people who represent people who are accused of fraud and all those things, they perform very poorly. They will give you deals and all those things for you to fall into it. And it's very mind-busting. So if Abu Trica is being convicted, he's going to spend about 20 years. You without no twisting matter, let's pay attention and listen to details.
An update on Frederick Kumi, better known to many online as Abu Trica, a well-known Ghanaian influencer who was extradited from Ghana to the United States for his alleged role in swindling elderly Americans out of more than $8 million. Prosecutors in their indictment of Kumi call it a romance fraud scheme. Kumi is indicted on 2 counts. The first count being conspiracy to commit wire fraud. The second count is money laundering conspiracy. Prosecutors say that the scheme really boiled down to this, that Kumi and other co-conspirators would develop these online relationships primarily with elderly Americans, and through the intensity of those relationships, the intimacy of these online relationships, would then get these elderly Americans to send them money for various requests and then send that money back to Ghana. In court today before Judge Adams, Kumi pled not guilty to both counts 1 and count 2. Court documents also say that a detention waiver was also executed. A jury trial has been set for September 8th, 2026 at 9 o'clock. Now, Kumi has an attorney that is based in Ohio. I reached out to that attorney for comment. I've yet to hear back, but as soon as I hear from him, I'll pass that information along to you. Be sure to like and follow for more.
You finish listening to what has really happened, and it's very pathetic. So this is what is really happened. This is an update of Abu Trica being sent to the US. He has been to court and he has been pleaded not guilty. You can also share your comments under the comment section. Anything that you really want to say, please feel free and say it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that anytime I drop a video, you will be the first person to watch. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you another time.